Angelina Jolie rips Brad Pitt for abusive NDA request as $500 million winery war escalates. Welcome the Celebrity Mill. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming celebrity gists. Angelina Jolie says she shouldn't have to turn over all her past NDAs to her ex, Brad Pitt, in their epic war over their $500 million winery. Jolie's lawyers claim in newly filed court docs obtained by Page 6 that a recent motion by Pitt asking to see Jolie's NDAs with any third parties is expensive, wasteful, unreasonable, and even abusive. Jolie, 48, has argued in court docs that Pitt, 60, asked her to sign an expansive NDA in their scuttled Miraval deal because he was trying to silence her from speaking about allegations he was abusive to Jolie and their family, including on a flight from France to California in 2016, Jolie has alleged previously. While Pitt's history of physical abuse of Jolie started well before the family's September 2016 plane trip from France to Los Angeles, this flight marked the first time he turned his physical abuse on the children as well. Jolie then immediately left him. The Maleficent star is also claiming in new court papers that turning over other NDAs she has signed would be an invasion of privacy for the other parties, presumably including movie studios, brands, and employees, revealing contracts that include Jolie's compensation she paid to third parties. Jolie's site has claimed Pitt wanted Jolie to sign an unfairly onerous and expansive NDA covering Pitt's personal misconduct, whether related to Miraval or not, in order for her to sell her stake to him. The ex's deal fell through over the unfair NDA, she claims, and Jolie then sold her shares to a Stoli Group subsidiary. Pitt has opposed the Stoli deal and alleged she unfairly sold the stake out from under him. Earlier this month, Pitt's team filed documents in the Superior Court stating Jolie should disclose other NDAs she has entered into with third parties, including her own personal staff. The Fight Club actor's site has said these other NDAs will shed light on whether Jolie truly found Pitt's non-disclosure agreement request to be the deal ender she subsequently alleged it to be. But in the new court papers, Jolie's lawyers respond. Pitt apparently intends to argue that, over the past 2 decades, Jolie had or at least considered other NDAs with other people and entities about other matters, not in any way connected with Pitt's abuse. He says he wants to argue that since Jolie considered and/or entered other NDAs over her lengthy career, his proposed NDA covering his spousal and child abuse couldn't possibly have been the reason the deal collapsed. Jolie's team further states in their arguments that Pitt's motion illustrates the harm and humiliation victims of domestic violence face in court. Because Jolie dares to raise the issue as a defense in this case, Pitt seeks to dig up nearly 2 decades of contractual relationships to supposedly impeach her reaction to Pitt's attempt to cover up his abuse. The papers also state Pitt wants to argue that Jolie entered NDAs with others, so there was no harm in Pitt demanding an NDA to cover his abuse. But there is a fundamental and obvious difference. In none of those other NDAs was Pitt trying to silence abuse of his own family. The court should not validate this dangerous argument. This case will be decided by evidence concerning Miraval and the dealings between Pitt and Jolie, not by Jolie's dealings with third parties on topics having nothing to do with Miraval's sale. Pitt's motion should be denied. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more juicy